Hello, everybody. Oh, it's been a while. Where do I even start? So I got four things to address. I'll address them from least important to most important. Least important. Um, there was a YouTube channel a long time ago. It used to be known as the Irate Gamer Show. He was my very first YouTube channel I got into, I subscribed to. I guess due to some conflict between him and a certain angry nerd who likes video games, some controversy arose and he was sort of, shunned off YouTube. But 4 weeks ago, he just posted a video. I know it's not that important, but the Irate Gamer, to me, was like one of the greatest YouTube videos that I ever first encountered. So it's glad to see him back on. That gives me some hope. He's a really great YouTuber. I'm hoping he goes back to making videos like he used to. Second thing is, I don't know if maybe you were one of the people unlucky enough to ever see a Rob Zombie horror movie in your life, but for all you who have, my stepdad was into a lot of Rob Zombie and rock and roll stuff like that. And also, he's a musician. He also made horror movies. I had the extremely bad luck of sort of having to watch one of his horror movies. One of the actors was a man who played the role of a clown in one of his movies. His name was Sid Haig. He passed away, and not sure why. I never really liked Rob Zombie. I was always, I was forced, like I said, kind of to watch that movie when I was younger. But, all I could sit there and think to myself is, well, he's gone to that big house of 1,000 corpses in the sky. Second matter is back on the third one that I'm going to talk about is on my living situation. To all you who sent the prayers and prayed for me like I asked, thank you. My luck has improved drastically. Not saying much. Still in a tough spot, but it's not as tough as it once was. My family's been helping out. I feel closer than I have in a long time. Essentially, the reason I was in such a tough spot is I handed a guy a very large amount of money, and he essentially, not only did he lie to me and not put me on the lease like he told me he was gonna when we made plans to move in together, but also he basically revealed all along that he had not put me on the lease, and that he kind of made it that he had all the power and that I was kind of like nothing more than a guest in his house. Because whereas we were supposed to move in together, he never put my name on the lease, so it said he owned the place, and he took me for a very large amount of money. When I figured that out, I tried to make it work. I moved in with him. He became tyrannical. It was complete night and day. It was very obvious that he had, played me. The worst part is, though, I still had some stuff in his house, and he was refusing to give it to me. He tried to get me for more money, and I said, he already took me for a large amount. I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to be done with this guy. Only to find out later, he had actually stolen money from the landlord that I am now currently renting from. And, I take it as a lesson learned. We went back to try to get my stuff. He took the keys from me, the keys that I paid for, and locked me out. Me and my grandmother went to his house, and he was essentially trying to keep my stuff from me. My grandmother messaged him, said, come on, just give him his stuff. and he hurled racial insults at my grandmother, threatened to put me in jail. He was the manager of a place where I lived, so, he threatened. He made a bunch of empty threats. They were all stupid. But, I did get my stuff back, thank God, because he had my aunt's ashes, and I don't know what I would have done. There was nothing else that money couldn't have replaced, but, I got my aunt's ashes back. Now, I'm not sure how you guys feel about a man who would con someone out of a large amount of money and then racially insult them and try to take their stuff and get more money from them, hold it hostage basically. But somehow, if you just so happen to come into this guy's name and contact info, I'm not saying I want you to message him, hit him up, tell him what you think of a man who would do such a thing. But, I'm just saying I also couldn't stop you. So just to make it perfectly clear, if you somehow find out this guy's name, and you somehow find out his contact information through some weird, odd series of events, I'm not telling you I want you to message this man and tell him what you think of a man who cons people and racially insults their family and plays such dirty tricks, but I can't stop you. The very last thing is Unacceptable Babbitt. He was the only person to donate money to my GoFundMe when I asked for it. And to all you out there who are wondering, an atheist giving me money to continue my religious videos, the irony is not lost on me, but he was the only one to donate. So far, if you still want to help out, my GoFundMe is still up. You go to my video asking for help, it's in the description below. Anything's appreciated. And Unacceptable Babbitt, you technically did pay me to continue doing this, so I guess I owe you a video. You may remember a little bit back you left some comments on a video of mine. It was about things in Christianity that I must not agree with, and you were actually trying to defend Islam, I believe. Can't remember it exactly, but because you did send me that money, I will be making a video addressing the claims that you brought up. I believe you brought up biblical slavery and something from the New Testament. I am still live, as you can see, and I still am making videos. Thank you, and the next one will be done in your honor. Thank you, Unacceptable Babbitt, to all of those who prayed for me. Thank you, I appreciate it. God bless, I will be making videos sometime in the future. Until then, see you soon.